Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. So I got an interesting one here this morning. So I'm in the garage, following it, we're just finishing up the Miata, which actually runs, surprisingly. So this is our 2020 Mercedes-Benz SLC300. It's a lease. We bought it new from Alfano Motor Cars in San Luis Obispo, California. And it has about, 11,000 miles on it. It's about a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years old. I think it's 2 years in May. And yesterday, and it's been a really good car. We haven't had any issues with it. It's a great equipment package, and it's like the last year of the SLC. We ran into this issue yesterday though, where these are like 6-way adjustable power seats. So they move forward, back, up, down, and then the back goes forward and back as well. Well, Jessica yesterday tipped the back forward to put some stuff behind the seat, and it won't go back now. And I can't really do much of anything about it. I tried disconnecting the battery, and no help from that. I plugged in my scan tool, my Zurich ZR15, and that showed that there was an issue with the driver seat position sensor, and it said like calibration not run, but I don't have the ability to run it. So I'm gonna drive it like this to the dealer and drop it off so that they can take care of it, and we'll see how that works out. Historically, they're a very good dealer at taking care of stuff. They worked on my GLC 43, which was tuned, and they replaced an evap sensor that was bad, and they could have very easily blamed an engine problem on the fact that it was tuned, and they chose not to. So they've been good to me. I'm going to try to take it there, see if they have a loaner that I can drive for the day, and then hopefully I can pick it up today. Maybe they just have to run a calibration. Maybe there's a problem with one of the modules or sensors. I guess we'll see as the day progresses. But yeah, so yay. All right, so dropped it off, and this is the loaner that I was given. It's a 2022 GLE 350. It's pretty nice. Cream interior, nice comfortable seats. Burmester sound system isn't bad. It's got the giant dash display. Nice car. Lots of room. Back seat has a ton of room. It's about as big as the Passport, I would say. It is a little gutless. It just doesn't really have a ton of get up and go, but not too bad. All right, so after a week of the SLC300 being at the dealership, here's where we're at right now. We still have a loaner car, although we have a different loaner car. That's an A220. We still don't have the SLC back. So actually right now, tomorrow will be week 2. Exactly 14 days since the SLC300 was dropped off. So I dropped the car off on a Monday, had no appointment. They gave me a loaner car and took the car in because in the seating position that it was in, it really wasn't able to be driven safely. An airbag probably would have broken the driver's neck. So they took the car in. They gave me an a GLE 350 as a rental car, or a loaner car. I had that for the first week. So they diagnosed it on day 2, which would have been Tuesday, and they found that they needed a motor. So they need a motor for the back of the seat. So they ordered a motor on Wednesday. The motor arrived on they ordered the motor Tuesday afternoon, which realistically is Wednesday. The motor arrived on Thursday afternoon. On Friday, the technician went to put the motor in and realized that it was the wrong motor. So the SLC300 has these AMG bucket seats in it with the Airscarf. We have the one with the Airscarf, which is basically like vents that are here on your neck that are supposed to keep your neck warm when you're driving with the top down. And the parts diagram shows two motors in the base of the seat, meaning in the bottom of the seat. One is called a fore-aft motor and one is called an inclination motor. And they assume that the inclination motor was the one that is supposed to move the back kind of forward and back. Turns out it is not. So looking at the parts diagram, there is no third motor in the car, but when you break the seat apart, there is a third motor in the back of the seat that is responsible for moving the back of the seat forward and back. So the dealership called Mercedes-Benz, and Mercedes-Benz basically told them that they need to order a seat frame. So the back seat frame needs to be ordered, and apparently no Mercedes dealership in the United States has one in stock. So they ordered one from Germany, and I don't have an ETA on that yet. Obviously it's COVID, so because of that we've got all kinds of supply chain issues. So after 1 week, we had the right part ordered the following Monday, and it's coming from Germany, and I'm not sure, when it's actually going to be here. But we're on our second loaner car, mostly because they didn't have a loaner car the first time. So when I went there with an emergency, a car that couldn't be driven, they gave me one of the demos that was supposed to be driven by one of the salesmen. So, a week later when I went back and we were looking at the process, they were able to get me into one of their actual loaner fleet, one of their courtesy vehicles. Here we have an A220, which is fine. It's a fine car. It's been decent to drive. It's a 4MATIC A220. It's a 2021. Reasonably equipped, has, decent power. I don't think that it's any slower than the SLC300. It's definitely not any faster. But I'll do a separate review video on that as well, just like I did on the GLE. So I'll keep you, provide more updates as I have more.